Hello, my name is Rachel O'Kello and I'm a UK-based solicitor specialising in immigration, nationality and deportation law. And welcome to our YouTube channel, Clarity Visas. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also click the notification button, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter at Clarity Visas to keep up to date with what we're doing. I always try to jump online and bring you the most up-to-date information whenever I'm able to do so. And this is just guidance. So if you want to book a case assessment just to talk to me about your issue privately and more specific to yourself, then you can do that at clarityvisas.com, go under case assessment, and then you can book an online telephone appointment with me. So today I just wanted to discuss the Home Office latest guidance on the coronavirus pandemic and the provisions that they've made for people who are still stuck in the UK on short-term visas. So short-term visit visas, or any kind of short-term stay that you have to be in the UK legally and you're not able to leave because of the coronavirus pandemic. So it could be that you are shielding or self-isolating yourself. It could be that you've got coronavirus symptoms. It could be that your country of origin, the borders are closed or there are no flights. Whatever the reason is, if it's related to the coronavirus, then the Home Office has made those provisions for you. We know that people who were here people whose visas expired between the 24th of January 2020 and the 31st of July 2020, there were free visa extensions, mostly free and automatic visa extensions. You had to fill out a short form on the internet and the Home Office would allow you to stay. So after the 31st of July, they've issued new guidelines, and I did a video on that a few weeks ago as to immediately what the Home Office had put in place for people who still couldn't leave the UK after the 31st of July. And they had put what we now call the exceptional assurance clause or provision for people who can't leave before the 31st of August, and thereafter there are other provisions in place. So I'm simply going to read the Home Office guidance. It's not that long, but I think it's better because it deals with a different array of circumstances. It's better for me to just read it, and if it applies to you, you can pick it up from there. So it's for people whose leave to remain expired between the 24th of January 2020 and the 31st of July 2020, but they are still in the UK. So if you had a visa that expired between the 24th of January 2020 and the 31st of July 2020, you were able to request an extension if you were unable to return home because of the travel restrictions or self-isolation related to the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. Now travel restrictions are lifting globally. They will no longer be able to extend their visa automatically on this basis and are expected to take all reasonable steps to leave the UK where it is possible to do so, or apply to regularise their stay in the UK. If the person decides to leave the UK, to allow time to make the necessary arrangements to leave the UK, if they have a visa or leave that was due to expire between the 24th of January 2020 and the 31st of August 2020, they will be able to stay within the UK to the 31st of August 2020. From the 1st to the 31st of August 2020, the conditions of their stay in the UK will be the same as the conditions of their leave. So if the conditions allowed them to work, study or rent accommodation, they may continue to do so during August 2020 ahead of departure. They do not need to contact the Home Office to tell us, or to tell them rather, that they are able to leave the UK during the grace period up until 31st of August 2020. If you cannot leave the UK, so for people that cannot leave the UK by the 31st of August 2020, if they intend to leave the UK but are not able to do so by the 31st of August 2020, they may request additional time to stay, also known as exceptional assurance. The grant of an assurance does not grant leave, but will act as a short-term protection against any adverse action or consequences after their leave has expired. To request an assurance, they must complete and submit an online form detailing why they cannot leave the UK. And the form is available on the website. And actually, I've quite helpfully put the form on our website at clarityvisas.com, and it's under our latest blog, which is COVID-19 free extension of stay. So you can find the form there. Once the form has been submitted, they will be given further advice on how to submit their evidence to support the reasons for being unable to leave the UK. If the client intends or the person intends to stay in the UK, if they decide to stay in the UK, they should apply for the necessary leave to remain in the UK. They will also have to submit an application form from within the UK, where usually they would need to apply for a visa from their home country. So for people who would normally have to leave the UK and apply to re-enter, they're now saying that you can do that. I mean, they've said it before, actually. It was already available up to the 31st of July. So I suppose they're reiterating that that is still in place. You can continue to apply, make those applications that you would ordinarily have had to make outside of the UK. You can now make it in the UK if the reason that you can't leave is because of the coronavirus pandemic. So it then says they will need to meet the requirements of the route they are applying for and pay the UK application fee. This includes those whose leave expires before the 31st of August 2020. So I think what they're basically saying is don't try to get a freebie before the 31st of August 2020 when you know that you're going to apply to stay here in the long term. Right, the terms of their leave will remain the same until the application is decided. If they are switching into work or study routes, they may be able to commence work or study whilst their application is under consideration. If the person's leave expires after the 1st of September 2020, they can submit an application form from within the UK, where they would usually need to apply for a visa from their home country. So that provision continues, really. Your client or the person involved will need to show that the application is urgent. For example, if they need to start a new job or course or study. So this is now for after the 1st of September 2020. So you probably have to rewind this actually and listen to it again, because it's a lot to take in. They will need to pay the fees and meet all requirements of the visa as normal, except the need to submit the application in their home country. And this is being kept under review. So in Home Office language, that means they can cancel it at any time, I guess. So play it again if you need to. It's also available on the government website. This was something that came specifically to me and I thought I'd share, so, because it applies to everybody. If you need to discuss your case specifically to you, because as I said, this is just free general guidance on UK immigration, then you can contact us at clarityvisas.com and go through and book a case assessment, telephone assessment, and then you'll be able to speak to me. You'll get access to my diary and you'll be able to speak to me. So I'm Rachel O'Kello from clarityvisas.com, based in Birmingham, UK, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the notification button, and follow us around social media at Clarity Visas on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Have a good day, and do remember to visit us again on this channel and keep in touch. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.